Okay. How you doing, my friend? And who do we have here today?
My name is Kyle.
Kyle, and where are you from, Kyle?
I'm originally from BC, but I was raised in Barrie, Ontario.
Barrie, Ontario. And how did you get to Toronto?
I became homeless in Barrie. I lost my job. I lost my place to live. And I came originally to Toronto for the supports because I knew there was like a more dense population and a lot more housing supports in that way.
Yeah.
So.
And how old are you again?
28.
28 years old, from Barrie originally.
Yes.
Right? Named Kyle. And how long have you been here then?
I've been here in Scarborough for 2 years now.
2 years?
Yeah.
And how are you finding it compared to Barrie?
Hectic.
Yeah. Fast life.
Yeah, there's a lot of drugs and stuff like that I didn't experience in Barrie.
Okay. So you're not on any drugs or anything?
Not really, no. I try to stay away from that kind of stuff.
So you're sober, literally just cigarettes?
I mean, yeah, basically.
Just cigarettes, right?
Yeah.
You don't even drink alcohol. You're not an alcoholic or anything?
No,
right?
very rarely I drink.
So no addictions apart from nicotine?
Yep.
Wow. 28 years old young man named Kyle from Barrie, who had no choice but to leave Barrie and come into the big city for housing and for more options because he was made homeless. And how was you made homeless? Did you lose your job, or what's happened?
It was really awkward. I just basically didn't have money up front, like in cash on me.
Yeah.
And so the landlord just kind of he called the police on me. I don't know, maybe he thought I was trying to scam him or something, which I wasn't, but maybe he thought that. And so, yeah, basically I was left homeless then because I was supposed to move into that place a specific date and it didn't happen.
Okay. And so where are you staying right now? You said you're staying at the Delta at the moment?
Yeah, the Delta program.
And what's that Can you tell me a bit more about that program? What's that program like? What's it about?
So it's a hotel, but it's now taken over by different societies of homeless shelter people. It is a homeless shelter, so we get served food. There's housing supports, different kinds of addiction supports, that kind of thing. There's even a clinic in it.
There?
Yeah, a pharmacy as well.
Wow.
So it's kind of like a self-run kind of thing.
Okay, Kyle. But I've spoke to a few people who are from that Delta, and not one person had anything good to say about it. What's your experience? You want to be fair and
right.
impartial here, right?
Yeah,
you want to be able to report the real truth.
Kind of mixed. I mean, I've met some nice people there, but for the most part, it is rough. Like, staff are kind of like on you 24/7.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're trying to kick people out, but it kind of seems that way.
That's what everyone is saying.
It's almost like they're trying to intimidate us and trying to antagonize us to the point where we break down, and then that gives them the reason to give us the boot.
Wow.
So it seems unfair in that way. I don't know their underlying motive.
Yeah.
But that's kind of the situation right now. Yeah.
So you were saying, Kyle, they it's like they're intentionally trying to kick you guys out?
It seems that way. They don't really fights will break out. They don't really do anything to stop it. Like, there's security 24/7, but I haven't really seen them stop anything.
Yeah.
And there could have been, if I was a security guard, I would have tried to stop at least a few things that happened. I mean, there's been stabbings there, police, because the police is right around the corner, so it's close by, but that kind of stuff still happens.
I heard there was a stabbing there a few weeks ago, right outside the place. Is that true?
Yeah, I think so.
So how do you get on? Because you've got no addictions, you cannot relate to most people in there. Is it do you have any friends in there? Do you speak to people? Are you open to people in there?
I speak to some people, but I'm not really friends with anybody. I don't know many people's names. Staff know my name, obviously, but I don't really know any of them. I don't talk to anybody on a daily basis aside from my family that's not here.
Okay. Yeah, like you said now, since you've mentioned your family, where are your family, brother?
My parents are down in the States.
They're in America?
Yep.
Do you know where?
Yeah, they're in North Carolina.
North Carolina. Did they retire there, or did they move there?
They moved there a while ago.
You don't have a good relationship with them?
Well, I do. But I mean, there's nothing really I can do at this point. They're actually thinking about moving back up.
moving back up to Canada?
In which case, I would move back in with them.
With them.
Yeah.
So they know your situation.
Oh
right?
yeah, they do.
So what is it that's stopping you from getting to America? Like, can you not get in America?
I could. I did before in the past.
Yeah.
Before I was homeless. But the thing is, I can't work down there. So
You have a criminal record or something.
well, no, it's just I don't have like a
you
visa.
need a visa
yeah.
to work in order to make money.
And I don't have like I'd be just working minimum wage jobs.
Okay.
So it makes more sense for me to stay up here.
Yeah, because this is your land, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And you said, and you've got no criminal record.
I have few
minor,
charges. Yeah.
Minor stuff.
Yeah.
Right? But bro, you've got your head screwed on. Like, I speak to hundreds of people, and you're really young, 28 years old. The last person I spoke to was a 38-year-old man. You've got no kids, right?
No.
Look, you're 28 years old. You've got your whole life ahead of you. You've got no addictions apart from nicotine, which is normal. It's just normal. Yeah. Apart from that, yeah.
Yeah.
You're fine mentally. How are you? Are you stable mentally? Is there?
I mean, I'm on medication.
Okay.
So there is like an underlying medical problem there.
Okay.
Mental health stuff.
Mental health stuff.
Yeah.
And are they helping you with anything? In Delta, or you're
I mean, that's where I get my medicine. So
Okay.
like I also speak to a psychiatrist. Yeah.
Wow, at least they're doing that. That's good. At
Yeah.
least they've got psychiatrists.
They do have some supports. Like, it's not all bad. It's not like I've been in worse shelters. That's why I've been here so long.
Oh, you've been
because
in worse places.
Yep.
And you've been in a worse shelter in Toronto?
Yes.
Which end, do you know?
It's near the downtown core.
Wow, that's definitely.
Yeah.
You're definitely not gonna see good people over there,
Yeah.
Kyle.
That's where I started. And they sent me out here. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
It's been alright. I've like a lot of stuff's happened, but like it's been a long 2 years.
Yeah.
Going on 3.
3 years now.
Yeah.
That's how long you've been homeless?
Yeah. No, I've been homeless for 5 years now.
5 years, but 3
Yeah.
years at this spot. Right?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
And,
been a while.
I got a few more questions. With regards to the government, what do you think the government can do or should do more? Like, what should they do with regards to homelessness, mental health issues, addictions, housing? What's your opinion? What would you do if you were them?
Somehow obviously raise like awareness for the issues, but like more of like a budget would help a lot, I think, because I think that's what causes a lot of people to go down that route, because they just don't have money to live a normal life.
Yeah.
Right? Like I struggle a lot with that kind of thing, and it's like it's not all about money, but when you don't have any, you're not left with many options except from like, taking narcotics, trying to get as many drugs as you can from the system.
Yeah.
Stealing, and that just puts you in a downward spiral, right?
Yeah, you're just trying to cover up
Yeah,
the issue
exactly.
rather than address the issue.
Some kind of like check-in would be good too, like if there was more of like are you doing okay, like instead of just like we need you to get out kind of thing, right?
Also like a monthly
maybe, or like weekly, like I don't know,
checkups.
like more supports like that, I think, like mental health stuff.
Okay. With regards to your psychiatrist, how often do you see them?
Only once a month.
Once a month.
Yeah.
So that's what you're talking about. It should be like at least once a week, because
Yeah.
within that month somebody could have had a rough month, right?
True.
A week. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so that's what they should do. More support, more awareness of each person's situation, because everyone's different, and nothing else, just that. No housing.
More like employment supports. I haven't dipped too far into like how the government helps with employment supports, because I know they do have them.
Yeah.
But from my perspective, it still seems like they're all higher end stuff. Like they expect you to have like an education already. Well, for me, that doesn't really have an education except from my high school. I can only work minimum wage jobs, like low
Income,
Yeah.
minimum wage now.
and it's like
Food prices are going up. Everything's going up. right now.
yeah, and it's even hard. I've had trouble getting a job as a minimum wage worker. So
Right now,
yeah,
I might be able to do something for you. I might be able to get you a minimum wage. Are you okay working in a warehouse?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just packaging stuff.
Yep.
You're fine with that?
Yep.
Yeah, I might be able to hook you up with something.
Okay.
I'll take your obviously details afterwards, and we can work something out.
Sounds good.
I will speak to my people and see where we can get you in. And this is what I'm here for, to be honest. We're here to raise awareness, like I said, and you said a minute ago. No one really knows what's going on.
Right.
No one really knows what happens to you when you don't have shelter over your head, what your next step is, where you go, and how the government are dealing with this, and where they're spending the budget, where they're sending money abroad to other countries when our own citizens need it, our own people need it. Like, look, you're young, you're 28 years old. You shouldn't have to deal with this, Kyle. You're 28 years old. You've got your whole life ahead of you. The government should be able to step in and say, look, this is a young man who's got his life ahead of him, and these are the programs that we should have put in place for these sort of people, like this age group. I can understand when a person's a bit older and like there's not, like, they can't really work, they've got back problems, health problems, but you're young, you can still work. I don't understand why there's nothing in place for you so you can find employment. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is what we're here for. I had a young lady earlier on today, and she doesn't even get her women products, which is shocking, right? So this is why I'm here for. Raise awareness, all right? We'll see what we could do about the job. It's not a promise. I don't want to be on camera promising something, right? But I will speak to my guy who owns a warehouse.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, and more than likely he's a good person who likes to help people. As long as you show up to work every day on time, you work hard, he'll put your wages up. You're not going to be on minimum wages your whole life, depending on how hard of a worker you are, right? And he gives you the hours that you want, right? So I'll speak to him for you, Kyle, and I will take, since you do have a number, I will take your number at the end of this, all right?
All right.
And so that's the thing. So we've got the government out the way. What's the worst thing that you've seen since you've been homeless now, Kyle?
The worst thing I've seen? Oh, that's a tough question. The only thing that comes to mind is really just the state of things, like the state of what the shelters become after a while. Like I was at Delta when it first opened, so I've been here from the start to now, and it's like, you know, people start to stop taking care of themselves, as we just discussed, and it gets disgusting. It's really, like, it's hard to keep motivation, because on one end it's like, okay, I want to be better than that, I want to keep myself clean, I want to, you know, keep taking care of myself. But it's like, at the same time, when you're surrounded by people that don't, it's like, what's the point, kind of thing. It's very dark. It gets very dark.
So what is the worst thing? So that's what you've seen people deteriorate?
Yeah, basically.
Get worse, like you've seen them with showers.
I've seen it even with myself a little bit.
Yeah.
Just like my health at the start as compared to now, it definitely has, like, deteriorated.
Okay. As in your health, as in physical health?
Yes.
Okay. Is it because you're not going to the doctors and regular checkups?
Yeah, not going to the gym, stuff like that, because I used to do that all the time.
Yeah.
So I used to be huge into the gym.
And that's what helps you, obviously, psychologically, mentally. The gym does help.
So I definitely need to get back into that. And
you can't get in it because, obviously, the funds, right?
Yep.
And these are the things that people need to hear. And since we're almost wrapping up, buddy, so that's the worst thing, right? If you had 2 wishes today, Kyle, what would one of those wishes be right now, as we speak?
To be so good at something that it becomes my life. So not just something that would, you know, help pay the bills, get food on the table, but something that I could dedicate my life to, where it becomes not just work, but like a passion.
Yeah.
Okay. A second wish.
And your second wish, what would your second wish be? Remember, it's a wish, meaning as if come true right now.
Perfect health.
Perfect health.
Yeah, including mental, physical, social.
Wow.
financial, everything, just health.
Just health, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. Immortal. Yeah, it's funny how you haven't mentioned anything to do with housing for yourself, although you're homeless.
It's been so long that that's not the thing that I've wished for, I guess. I don't know. Like, I've been so used to not being in a proper house that it's just become like second nature.
Regular.
Yeah. Like, if they kicked me out today, I'd be like, all right, I gotta find another place to live, but so be it, you know? That's the way it is.
Wow. So that's your second wish.
Yep.
And yeah, Kyle, man, it was nice to meet you. Thank you for your time. We thought we dropped you off by the bank as well. You have your life sorted. You actually do have a phone number, which I will take at the end of this video. And bro, I just want to tell you one thing. You're young. You the way you smile makes me smile, brother. And do not discourage yourself and tell yourself you're bad, you're worse than that person over there driving a BMW. Or look at this guy, the way he smells nice. I don't. Do not do that, because you have to understand that person who smells good and driving a BMW doesn't sleep at night, right? You sleep at night better than him because they've got more stress than you. Believe me, my brother. The interest rates are going up. The BMW that he's driving is on finance. It's not his. He didn't buy it. The phone, the house is on mortgage. Everything is on credit, brother. And interest rates are going up. Every car that you look into the people that are driving the vehicle. You can see into their souls when you see them. They look stressed. No one's happy nowadays, brother Kyle.
No.
So don't put yourself down and be like, look at the rest of the world. Look, they're all happy. That's not the case. That's far from the case. If I look when you're walking, look into cars. Look at the driver, and look at their facial expressions. You'll always see them with their head down, and just they're thinking of other things. They're not physically, mentally there. Trust me, Kyle. You might think, oh look, they got their life together. Nah, buddy. Don't think that way. Don't discourage yourself. You can do this. You're young. You've got time, health. You can pick up at least 40 pounds worth of stuff, right?
Yeah, I think so.
It's for you to work at the warehouse, right?
Yeah.
You're able, right? So you can fend for yourself, and you will fend for yourself. You just need that extra kick. That extra kick. That extra $2,000 in your account, $2,000 in your account, where you can buy new clothes, get a haircut. And this is what we're here for. You know, this is what we're here for. This is what we will help you with. The best I can, I'll take your number and I'll help you as much as I can. You have no addictions. Come on, brother. Keep smiling. Don't put yourself down. Have faith in humanity. Right? Have faith in us. There's some of us out here that really care, because we can be in that situation at any moment. Right, brother? Is there anything else you want to say for the closing of this video?
No,
that's it.
Yeah, I'm good.
And your parents, you don't want to say hi to them in case they see this video?
Hey mom and dad, I hope you didn't dislike the interview too much.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to like say where you guys live. I hope that's not a big issue.
We could.
Yeah. I don't know if they.
Yeah. All you said was you didn't say give it specific. Anyway, thank you for your interview, brother. And can you just say the unwanted?
The unwanted.
Thank you.